Hey everyone, it's Laura. Welcome back. So I know it's been a little bit since my last video, over a week. I try to do one per week, but I'm a little late. So I think today we're gonna color in Botanicum. I haven't colored in this book at all yet. I got it last month and I haven't touched it, so I thought this would be a good place to start. And we're going to use Faber-Castell Pitt pens. And I've chosen a page. Hang on. Make room for it. Okay, I've chosen this page. And I looked up in the back what these flowers are, because this book has a thing in the back that has the page number. Oh, they've got one for insects too. It has a register of all the flowers, so I know what color to color them. Not that you have to follow that. You can make them your own colors. I'm just not very good at picking out colors, so it's kind of nice to have a guide. So we're going to start. These are tiger lilies. So we're going to start with those. I need a piece of scratch paper. I'm not as prepared as I thought I was. Hang on. Okay. There's some scratch paper. Do I need a piece of paper under here? No, I guess not. I'm using markers. Then they're not going to bleed through. So these tiger lilies are very orange. Yeah, let's use these. This is orange glaze. I'm going to start with that. And should I zoom you in? Start with this big one in the center here. I'm going to use this kind of yellow orange. So how's everyone been doing? I know it's been a little bit. If you watched my last video, you know that I said I was in a coloring slump, and I still am. It sucks because coloring is something that I normally really enjoy doing. But I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, this is the first time I've colored in since the last video. But I figured doing these videos is a good way to keep my foot in the door of coloring, and it gets me to color something I might not otherwise be doing. Coloring over these little dots in the middle of the lilies because they're going to be black or brown. Maybe brown instead of black, so that's not so harsh. Either way, I don't need to go around them. See how much of this page we can finish. If not, I'll do it in 2 parts. As you all know, I'm not the fastest colorer, so even with markers, How's the weather been for you guys? It's been kind of cloudy and foggy for us here where we live. It's called May gray, which then transitions into June gloom. Just kind of how it works here. But frequently the fog burns off by the afternoon. I like this color, it's pretty. I just bought a dress with this color. Been really into dresses lately, which is very unlike me. I'm normally more into shorts or skirts. Okay, let's go to this one. Can we see that? Yeah. The weather's supposed to be pretty nice this week, minus today. Today's going to be foggy, although I think the sun is out a little bit. It's supposed to be pretty cool today, but then it's supposed to warm up later in the week, and by this weekend it's supposed to be like 80 degrees. I don't know if any of you have these markers, but there's a trick. See how the tip will eventually start getting frayed and just frayed and kind of soft. If you get some pliers, you can pull the tip out, turn it upside down, and put it back in and have a brand new tip. I don't know if you can buy tips for these to as replacements or not, but at least you get 2 tips per pen. I think that's pretty cool. I've had these pens for quite some time, and I've only had to turn the nibs over on a couple of them. Sorry if my head is in the camera right now. There's just little spaces and I can't see. Can you still see? Yes. we've been getting our yard ready for the summer. We've got lights around the perimeter of the yard. We don't have a very big yard, so this isn't a massive display or anything, but lights around the perimeter, like Edison style lights. And then we have a big avocado tree in our yard, so we strung lights coming down from the avocado tree, stretching across the yard, hooking onto various places. And then I just put up some solar lights. We have a couple ficus trees in pots. Really didn't, where we weren't able to plug anything into it in the places they were at, so opted for solar, and those are pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to one night going out there when everything is dark and seeing everything lit up. I did have my cat in here before I started the video, but I don't think he liked me talking, so he left. He doesn't like me singing, and I don't know if that's because I'm a terrible singer or he just doesn't appreciate it. I'm gonna go with he just doesn't appreciate it, but the only time I get to sing in my house is if I'm in the bathroom, like taking a shower or something, because then it doesn't bother him with the door closed. Almost done here. And if you're following along, you could totally do this with other markers too. Like, I'm sure Crayola Super Tips would work really well in here. I don't know how bad Crayola Super Tips are for bleeding through. This the Pitt pens don't, on this thick paper in these nicer books, like the hardcover books, they don't bleed through at all. That's why I keep coming back to them to use for these books, because I know they're not going to bleed through. Okie dokie. So let's put that one away. And then let's take Scarlet Red. And I'm going to start down here with the first one we did. And I'm going, oh, should I turn on another light? Is it kind of dark? Yeah. And I'm going to go in at the base of these. And just darken it. It's not a perfect blend, you know, it's streaky, but I like it. Sorry, I'm gonna have to keep turning this. I can't do the flicking motion unless it's in the right direction. Okay, there's that one. Let's go ahead and make the side of this one dark. Hang on. I'll go ahead and do a little bit of that on the underside here. Okay, there's those two. Let's go on to these ones. Okay, turning upside down. Can you still see that? Yes. one more. Okay. Okay. We are done with the main part of the lilies. Let's do stamens. Let's go back and do them this orange that we started with. Okay, and one more. Sorry for all these edits. I'm gonna have to edit all these pieces together because my mom keeps coming into my house. I didn't tell her I was filming a video and she just keeps walking in to tell me things. So let's go on to the little bits at the top. So that's going to be a brown. Yeah, that color is good. This is Indian red. Kept coming in to talk because I thought there was this car outside my bedroom window, and I don't live on the street. I live on a private driveway. That's shared with a few different households. So there shouldn't be anybody parked blocking the driveway because it's blocking someone else's car. And I thought it was a family member's car, which would have meant they were only blocking their own car, which would have been fine. But as it turns out, it wasn't. She went and tried to figure out whose car it was, and it belonged to the people across the driveway from us, and they really don't have the right, to be blocking the driveway, as it's not just theirs. I'm gonna go back and do these dots anyway. So I don't know exactly what she did, if she just went out and asked them if it was their car, and either way they moved it. They do that a lot. They leave cars in the driveway and it blocks 2 other households. But that's going to change because they're moving. In fact, I think they've already moved. They keep coming back to, oops, I missed a spot, to do work on the house because it's going to be rented out. I think these lilies turned out really nice. I hope the colors are coming through on the camera as they are in person. They're really vibrant. Okay. Planted a couple flowers yesterday. One flower, but it was a 6-pack. You know, I don't remember what they're called. They look like mini onions. They're little tall green things with a little purple cluster on top, and so they look like mini onion flowers, but they're not. They're something else. But I thought they looked really cute, so I have a pot by my door. I planted them in there and planted the rest in my mom's garden so she could have some. Oh, I think my cat is back. And then in the same pot that I just planted these in, there's a flower that before it opens up, it looks like a little balloon. So I've been calling them balloon flowers. I don't know what they're really called. But it's from last year. It reseeded itself. And it was coming up. I thought it was a weed. And my mom thought it was a weed. She would have told me to pull it, but I saw that it was going to have a flower, and even if it was a weed, I wanted to know what it looked like. So I left it, and turns out no, it's the flower from last year, and it's doing really well. Much better than anything I've planted in that pot so far this year. The last flowers I planted died. I think it was because the pot wasn't draining properly. So I raised the pot on a couple bricks. And it seems to be doing fine now, so. Okie dokie. We are done with the flower portions of the lilies. this marker back. Okay. I always put the marker back when I'm done because I try to keep them in some order, you know, the original order they came in, more or less. Okay, so let's move on to the next flower. The next flower is a campanula. I don't know if that's how you say that. Comes in... Hi, kitty. My cat's staring at me. He just had a snack and now he's staring at me. Comes in multiple colors. Purples, whites, periwinkles. So I'm looking at right here, I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm looking at what colors I can use. So I think I might need to pull from a different marker set for this color because there really isn't, there's not a lot of good purples in this set. I didn't think that through very well. Let me try this Tombow. One's pretty blue, although that looks like that color. But purple and orange look really good together. Let's try this Tombow. There we go. That looks like the color I have on my screen right now. So let's go ahead and use a Tombow. This is 603. I don't think Tombows bleed through either. I'm not going to do any shading on these because I think there's just so many of them. I don't really want to have to deal with it. No, that's not bleeding through at all. This is complicated in here. I can't tell what's a flower and what's not. Just gonna have to make some executive decisions and then I'll have to figure out what greens to use. The greens I'm never very fussed about. Like, I don't particularly care if they match the plant pictures that I'm using as reference. What do you think all these little things are? Guess they could be the leafy bits on the bottom of the flowers. probably gonna have to do this in 2 videos, although I don't know which gets better views. You know, one long one or 2 videos on the same coloring page. I've heard that shorter videos do better. But I don't really know. I'm not all that smart when it comes to YouTube statistics. But either way, I appreciate those of you who are watching. That makes me feel pretty special. Something that I've made is interesting enough for someone to take time out of their day to watch. I really do appreciate you, your time. And honestly, this whole experience of making videos has really taken me out of my shell a little bit. I'm not as nervous making them now as I was when I first started. It's a lot easier. We're just gonna make these flowers, guys. I just don't know what else to make them. I'll leave those little bits to make green. All right, how far are we? Okay, sorry. Tried to check the time on the video and I managed to close out of the video, so that is going to be another edit. We're doing okay. We're less than 20 minutes in the video. Let's do another cluster of flowers. Let's take a break from the flowers. And oh, I can't see anything we're doing. Okay, there we go. Let's take a break from the flowers and move on to some of the leaves. Back to the lilies. Let me find a picture. Let me look at Okay, so these are more yellow green. These are more green green. Okay. Let's grab a piece of paper. Okay, I want those to be for the leaves. So let's do the stem of the lily in this color. We're zoomed out again, so I'll have to zoom you in a minute. But for now, for these stems, I'm gonna leave you zoomed out. And that one doesn't have a stem. Okay. Let me go ahead, zoom you back in. Let's start up here. I'm not going to do any shading on the leaves either. They're just going to be straight coloring. Okay. See, I don't think the colors are picking up accurately on the phone, because that looks really dark on the phone. But it's really not that dark. Okay. One here. I forgot to tell you the greens I was using. The green I used on the stem was chromium green opaque, and the green I'm using on the leaves is permanent green olive. Okay, back down to these ones. One more right here. I don't know how to color those little ball things. I don't see those in any of the pictures I'm looking at. Let me. Well, I think I'm just gonna go back with the chromium green opaque. And color those in. Okay. Let's get back to the flowers. I just wanted to break because it's a little tedious. What are you guys coloring? I'd love to know. And if you are following along and you're using Pitt pens, you want to color these purple. You know, there's the lilac. There's a pretty purple, and there's a darker purple too. If you want to go light blue, there's light indigo. I just felt the color, exact color I wanted wasn't available in the Pitt pens. After this, I have to get in a live chat, if there's still time, with Michael's, the craft store. I ordered some stuff from them. I don't know, a few weeks ago. And I got everything in the order except for a bouquet of flowers. So I contacted them and they were very nice, and they said they'd ship out a replacement, and I got an email saying their replacement was being shipped out, and it gave me a tracking number. Well, the tracking number doesn't work. It tells me it doesn't exist. And it's been well over a week since this replacement order was sent out, supposedly. So now I need to contact them again and ask them to see if they can track it. It's not available at my Michael's, or I would have just gone and gotten it there in the first place and not placed an order. Because of course when I placed the order I ended up getting more things than I intended. Okay, hang on, I missed part of the leaf. We're gonna make the leaves the same color as the stem on these flowers. I'm gonna go in here and just color in the few little bits that I left to color in green. Let's go ahead and color in some leaves. I think we're gonna finish this. Oh, this is May green. One of my favorite greens. I don't know if I told you last time, we're having work done on the street that our driveway runs into. And it's a big project that it's to do with the water main. Well, it's called a desal thing. It's for desalinated water. It's taking ocean water and making it usable. Since we're in a drought, it's just a good idea. Another way to get water. They wanted to extend the amount of households that were benefiting from this desal plant. So to do that, they've started up like several blocks up. They've been doing this for months, and they have to tear up the whole street and replace, put in these pipelines. And it's a huge mess. There's piles of rock and dirt everywhere, and for the first week we couldn't get in and out of our driveway. Last week and this week we've been able to get out of our driveway, so that's been nice. They've moved on to a block down. But tonight into tomorrow morning, they're gonna have to shut off our water because they want to replace, I guess they want to replace the water pipe while they're there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a hose, go next door to my aunt's house, who has her water coming from the opposite street. Like the streets, they go like this, and I live over here and she lives over here, so opposite corners up, their water's coming from a different water main. So we're gonna hook up a hose to their water and hook it up over here so that we can have water for the rest of the night. It's especially for me because I'm up so late. It would be a pretty big inconvenience for me, and if they didn't have it turned on in time, my dad wouldn't be able to take a shower to go to work. So my aunt was just really nice and was immediately offered to let us use their water. So that takes a little bit of stress off of me. I can have full access to my shower and my bathroom, and I can do my dishes. I can, you know, it's just makes it less stressful for me, and I really appreciate that. I only mentioned the street work because I can hear them working out there right now. I don't think you guys are going to be able to hear it, but I can hear them. Almost done here, guys. I think this is the first time that I've done a color in chat and we've completed the page that we were coloring. I know this is probably going to be a teensy bit longer video than normal, but I'm glad to have it done in one go. Next time we can color something else. After we finish these leaves, we just need to go back and do the centers of these flowers. Maybe we'll do that first so we don't forget. Mental health has been okay. A little better this week than last week. Just happens to be that way. Okie dokie. So let's go back to the middles of these. They look like I'm gonna say they're yellow. Like a pale yellow. Yeah, let's go with dark cadmium yellow. Probably won't even really notice this yellow in here. They're such small spaces. Okay, missed a couple spaces in here. these leaves. I really like the lilies. I think those are really cool. This is May green again. I think it's really cool that we finished it. I've often wondered if it's annoying that I don't finish the pictures in one go. If I had used pencils for this, it would have taken way longer. Okay. We are done. Let me zoom out. There we go. I think it looks really nice. I think we did a good job. So there's that. I don't know what we're gonna make sure it didn't bleed through again. Nope, nothing there. I don't know what we're gonna do next. It might be a color by number. Just because it's kind of feels like something I might enjoy doing. Although this page next to this page is really cute. I like this page too. So, but for now, that's it. I will see you guys again soon, and bye.